Hey everyone, Mafia306 here, and I do apologize for not getting back to you guys anytime sooner. I've been extremely busy with school and trying to get graduate school applications sent out and a report for my summer research that I did last year taken care of and sent off, and I had to write a letter of recommendation for my advisor so that he got nominated for an advising award, and I had to take care of that. And there's just been a bunch of stuff going on that I've had to take care of here, both related to and not related to school. But I'm back. Um, this video is two parts mainly. The first part I want to talk about uh, how back in January I asked the Polyglot community for their input on what language I should spend this year focusing on and studying. And the overwhelming majority voted for Arabic, which was I was very surprised about that. I was not expecting that. But I'm actually not going to be studying Arabic this year, and I'll explain why in just a minute. But what I did do is back in January, I went on ahead and I didn't buy an Arabic book. What I did was I went over to Barnes and Noble and I sat down and I copied the Arabic alphabet out of the book. And I came on here to YouTube and looked up videos of the Arabic alphabet and how to pronounce them and things like that. And so I did take the time to teach myself to be able to read and write the Arabic script. Now, obviously I can't learn it. Those of you that are familiar with Arabic, I can't learn it without, or I can't read it with I'm sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied. I can't read it without the diacritical marks there to, let you know which vowel sounds go in the word. And that's just because I didn't learn the language itself. I just learned how to recognize the letters and be able to read them. But I can read and write them, and so you're probably wondering why I'm not continuing with Arabic. And the reason why is because prudence and necessity are dictating that I actually spend this year studying French. I have never studied French before. Well, when I was 6, I took a 1-week summer course for kids in French, but that doesn't count. But I've never studied French. To be completely honest, the language scares me a little bit. I can't pronounce it to save my life. And I really did not have much desire to learn a language that takes 10 letters to spell a word that can be written with 4 or 5 letters. A very common example is the word beaucoup. You need 4 letters to write that, not 8. But that's the French language. That's how it's written, and I've got to learn it. But the reasons why I'm studying French this year are because, for one, my girlfriend is studying French this year, and she asked me if I would learn it with her. And me being the amazing boyfriend that I am, said, okay, I'll learn French with you. I at some point do want to learn French, and I think right now my motivation for it is higher than it will ever be. Excuse me. The other reason why I'm planning on learning French is because there is a decent chance that I will be immigrating to Quebec within the next 2 or 3 years. I have sent off a graduate school application to McGill University in Montreal, and even if I don't go to McGill, I do plan on immigrating to Canada within the next 3 or 4 years and getting a job there. And having at least an intermediate knowledge of French on the French exam that they want you to take will improve my score on the immigration exam, the immigration qualifying exam that they do. So those are the reasons why I'm studying French, and that's why I'm studying French this year and not Arabic. I do have a little French. It's not really a grammar book. It's more of your standard, typical beginner's textbook in French. I actually rented it from the university library here. It's on the table over there. Maybe in a later video I'll show you guys that, but I don't want to make this video extremely long, so we'll skip that. And I'm also using link.com. Of course, many of you know that was created by Steve Kaufman. So I want to extend a thank you to Mr. Kaufman for that. That site has been indispensable for me for studying and improving French and Spanish as well. Speaking of Spanish, I'm also going to be studying Spanish this year. Spanish is the language, other than English, that I know best. And, you never stop learning a language, you never stop studying a language. But I'm to the point in my Spanish right now where using Spanish textbooks and grammar books is not really going to help me very much unless they are written at an advanced level. And I'm not yet to the point where I can converse with native speakers. So what I am doing, I really want to focus on reading. My main driving force for wanting to learn languages is not so much to communicate with native speakers, although that is a very big factor. My biggest factor actually is that I want to be able to read. I want to be able to read the great classical works of literature that were written in the original languages. I want to read Les Miserables in French. I want to be able to read Don Quixote in Spanish. I want to be able to read Crime and Punishment in Russian. So, as far as Spanish goes, the level that I'm at is that I need to be flipping through basic readers and, enriching my vocabulary and developing my reading skill better in Spanish. And I've also been watching movies that I actually don't, that I haven't seen before, so I don't know the plot. But I've been watching them in Spanish with the Spanish subtitles on the TV to kind of introduce a hearing perception with the reading and understanding of the spoken Spanish. I don't know how helpful that will be, but if nothing else, it will help to develop my ear for the language, I guess. Real quick before I end this video, I do want to mention that one of the books that I am using right now to improve my Spanish is this one. I don't know if any of you, sorry for the glare, I don't know if any of you have utilized these books. This is Spanish Stories, a dual language book. And it's edited by Angel Flores. And these are actually in a series. I just picked up the French one for my girlfriend, and I saw a German one in the library. I don't know if this is like a well-known series or not, but these books are very, very nice. If you look here, you just flip to a page here. The nice thing is that it has, on one page, it has the Spanish, and on the other page, it has the English translation. So you have side by side here, and there's no flipping back to the back of the book to the vocabulary list for words and phrases that you don't know. You have it all right here, and all you have to do is just, look at the next page. You can really get an idea of the structure of the language and what words mean through context clues, and it's really very nice. So I want to know, those of you that study languages, what's your opinion on readers? Did you find them helpful? So thank you for watching, and I wish you all luck.